Good evening. This is Kleemore, coming to share with you the beginning of the arc story. We'll be undertaking the island to beat its story mode. First time. The player with some 800 hours in Ark, you'd think this is something I would have done by now. But PvP and destroying other people's hard work has really kept me busy. I've never actually done any of the boss fights. So over the next however long this takes, we'll be engaging in the story mode of Ark. I don't know how long this will take. I don't know how many episodes there will be. The plan is non-existent. But I hope you enjoy the journey. Let's get into it. As we begin this, if you're going to follow along, there are a few caveats you should be aware of. 1, I'm on a private server. 2, I am not the only person who will periodically be staying in here. I am going to have friends that pop in and out of this playthrough as we go on. Another thing is due to me not being the only one here, and I don't necessarily want to complete this as a challenge on myself. This is more of completing the story mode of Ark and getting that done. I am on a private server, and the days aren't necessarily going to matter or be important for this series. You're also going to notice something. We're pretty much playing in a version where weight doesn't matter. The weight has been cranked up. We're playing on ×7, I believe, for gathering, for taming, definitely it's ×7. Well, leveling is ×5. So we are playing Ark. There are no mods, but rates are increased, and there are a few things to kind of make this a little more friendly to people, because also I'll be joined by newer players to the game as well. So it's not just me, and it's not just going to be, 100. It's not a. I do not want this to be mistaken for the typical 100-day series, because that's not what this is. This is just completing the story mode of Ark in our own kind of unique way, and documenting some of the adventures that occur on our path to conquering the island. And I think the ultimate goal here is to ascend. So we are in day 2, technically. The server was running for a little bit, as I was getting all the settings and everything set up, making sure all that was good. So we are into this a little bit already, but obviously not a ton. And you can see my thoughts are kind of all over the place while I'm talking, and opening the menu and running around and picking stuff up. Not a rock I can... Okay. Some rocks over here I can harvest. So I am the only one that's here to get started. I'll probably be the only one here for the first major part of the series, but at some point I will be joined by others. You can see I already have bow, speed, because that's always nice to have. So, we are already level 19. We're kind of just but we're kind of getting there already. So the progression is going to be a little bit faster than maybe your traditional Ark, but that is to accommodate for the small players. It's not going to be a massive tribe. It's going to be a few people that pop in here. So, either kill these dodos, get some leather, or some hide, so get rolling on the basics here on the beach. I don't quite have to be forever. Ooh, this is nice. Get a little bit of tightening right away, pretty early. Usually takes a lot longer. There we go. Right when I was about to complain. So the harvest rate, you can see, is cranked up pretty high, and I don't have to worry about the fact that I got 400 Titan when it doesn't weigh very much, but also, again, the weight. We're already at 1,000. It's one of those things that I'm trying to introduce newer players to the game. They have some pretty basic complaints about the game, and they always kind of revolve around the inventory, the weight system, things like that. So we did make the game a little more convenient in that regard. I hope nobody sees it as being a core mechanic to the game. And that's a baryonyx. Okay, we're just gonna back away. We're gonna pretend that I don't even know if those things are aggressive or not. I just know that he's a predator, and I do not want to mess with him yet. Baryonyx, the great tame though. When do I get? Ah, okay. Well, and I don't know what level that guy is either, so it might not really be good right now. Keep going around here, get some more dodos under my belt. So yeah, the point of this series is really gonna just be me and the boys trying to beat the game. I close. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done the story, which is crazy. I've just mostly done PvP up until this point, right? Well, and when I say I've mostly done PvP, I mean literally pretty much the only thing I've done in this game is PvP. There isn't really a ton else that I have done, and the PvP that I have done as well has really only been from the early days of this game, right? I got the game early access 2016, played a shitload of the island before the bosses were even really a thing, and then I played on the center map, and I played on a couple of other custom maps I don't think ever became officially supported maps. So as we go through the series, the only map that is going to be familiar to me on a baseline is the island. That's the only one where I'm actually going to kind of have an idea of where things are and know what's going on. So I'll be able to kind of guide my friends and I through this as we go through it together. On the island, I do kind of, you know, like I said, I kind of do know the layout of this island specifically, so we'll be able to get that cooking. However, I don't know any of the expansion maps, any of the DLC, any of the new maps, and the plan, I don't want to make any promises necessarily, but I do want to share what the intent here is that we will, hold on, let me get rid of this thing real quick. I don't know. Okay. The plan is to do all of the story maps and kind of do them in order. Tell that story of Ark and progress through the entire thing. We'll see how that goes. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be great or terrible. The episode quality is probably going to fluctuate a lot. I do know that I don't really plan on doing this kind of monologue stuff as much, where I'm just kind of sitting here talking and playing through the game. I'm definitely going to be cutting out a lot of the farming and stuff, but I kind of figured, you know, the first day I would do this and I'd kind of set the stage for what you might see or what's to come. As far as the frequency of these videos, that hasn't really been determined yet, but you know, I think you could expect hopefully a video a week at least, and I think once we kind of get into the swing of things, they're going to be pretty heavily edited, just going to show you things that are happening, kind of give updates and whatnot as we progress through, and then kind of have the video catch on whenever kind of a major event's going on, like maybe we're going caving, or we've got some caves we're going after, that kind of stuff. I really... Oh, level 68. Dodge that. Ooh. MLG. Absolutely owning this Kylo. Oh! Got me. Oh, get juked. Get absolutely juked. Yeah, come on, Nate. Come on. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, that's just kind of wanted to lay that out, but let's get into it here for a little bit here. Why don't you join me on the first day while we kind of get established? We're going to need a campfire. Do I already have that land? I already have that land. I'm looking around in my engrams. I already have it. So, I got a good bit of meat here. you know, I'm really fortunate that I found that. Having some chitin early on, that's honestly huge. I feel like usually I go a really long time before I have any. And I also got a ton off of that trilobite. I was not expecting that. Maybe somebody will look at how much material I'm getting and they're gonna call me out. But you know, I feel like if we did base trades, we would be here forever, and the end goal is to play a new map at some point. Oh, and the other thing I'm already not used to / forgetting about is having the weight cranked up. I don't know how I feel about that. I did that on the request of my friends, or at least some of the newer guys that want to join me. They've tried to play Ark before, but you know, they're interested in the game. I need to put some pants on. What am I doing? Alright, get my pants. They've been interested in the game before, but you know, I can see it. The game can be kind of daunting and kind of difficult to get into. But some of the changes to the rates and things were to make it a little more, kind of not make it as grindy. But there aren't any mods in the game, so it is still the same punishing version of Ark that it is. It's not like I've got anything in here where we're not going to lose our inventories and things like that if we die. We are going to have to deal with consequences. I don't plan on doing any crazy rollbacks or anything like that, but yeah. And I did, you know, I thought 5 times XP. Well, I guess we gain XP in Ark a lot faster than I thought we did, I'll be honest. Because I was not expecting to be level 28 already, but you know what? I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to complain. I mean, really, it's going to take a while before we get to the point where we even have metal anyways. So I don't think unlocking it a little early is going to be too detrimental to the experience of progressing through the game. I'm just kind of going through here and learning the things that I know for a fact I'm going to use at some point. Although I do need to be a little bit careful. I might run out of engrams and kind of trap myself here. I'm getting some meat cooking, so I just have some kind of on deck. I don't really feel the need to build a house. I am going to get a sleeping bag down. Kind of like having a couple of those around in areas that I know are at least semi-safe. I do need to start thinking about or looking for that first tame. I know there's some good starter dinos out there, but they've definitely changed. I always kind of just go for whatever. Kind of get that first tame under your belt. Something that can get berries, preferably narcos, so that I can then go after bigger dinos. But I don't know what that's gonna be. I think a moss chops is good. I don't know where those spawn though here on the island. It doesn't seem like I have any of them around me. Oh, Lystra on the other side of there, but oh, come on. Alright, here we go. What level can I get a Pteranodons? Okay, 38, so got a little ways to go there. I might as well kill this turtle though. I'm gonna need the chitin from him anyways. I like having movement speed. One of my favorite things to boost up a little bit. Especially early on, so I can run away from stuff. Otherwise, where'd the turtle go? Are you kidding me? What? Did that thing just... Oh, okay. I really thought that turtle just straight up disappeared on me. That would have been wild. Hey, come here. Alright, little carbo. Whoa, what did I say? Crap. I think I was trying to eat berries. I was crafting a torch. Whatever. Throw a couple spears into his noggin. Whew, and the spear broke. Standard. wanted to be doing this today, but we're getting it done. Some berries. Whacking this guy. Alright, come on now. There we go. Later. Keratin. Go back and get my cooked meat. But yeah, so you know, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna record here. I don't. Well, it's not that I'm gonna keep recording. I don't know how much more I'm gonna include in this first episode. Definitely think that the game, grindy part of the game, especially if you've played the game, seen plenty of it, I don't want to make you sit through that. I kind of want to try to use this series, like I said, to tell the story of Ark as we progress through it. Don't get me wrong, we're not role-playing, although that would be kind of funny. That's not what we're going to be doing, but yeah. So, hope it kind of set the stage there for everybody. Still day 2, I'm almost level 30. Don't have any tames yet, but no, we're getting there. I'm just going to keep those fires rolling. We're going to keep looking around. Really see anything too crazy? Crap. I kind of looked at the map here like it was actually going to have something, but I forgot that it's going to be completely empty and I have to rediscover everything. I don't think I have any metal anywhere around me. I think I'm probably just going to look around for a dino, maybe like a decent raptor or something along those lines, and then try to make my way inward a little bit. Well, I do have 10 metal there, so maybe I could put, you know, how much metal do you actually need for a pick? I might be able to get a pick going there here pretty early on. I made a bow, didn't I? Get that equipped. So I have that going. Oh, might as well put these skins on. You know. Alright, well, I think we're good there. Do I already have a beard? Dude, what? How fast is facial hair grow in this game? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, wonderful arc. I just keep getting distracted with the arrows. Getting pushed around by okay. Level 24. I don't want you. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna keep whiffing. Okay, well, he's gone at least. Dude, the water? Oh. Okay, so, you know, that's something I didn't really realize with the rates being cranked up. It's actually a lucrative way to get metal. Didn't really consider that. Don't have foundation of any kind. Go ahead and learn foundations. Stone would be ideal, but I'm just gonna make a little mob hut here. Get some metal tools going, you know, gonna have a little bit of a start before I kind of wander off into the rest of, you know, wander off this beach and exploring the rest of what this has to offer here. Oh man, definitely need to up that craft or crafting. So it'll be handy. Also, I don't remember. I know that things don't. Well, I actually don't know that for a fact. I'm pretty sure that things don't necessarily spawn right wherever you put your foundations down. I think it kind of prevents I know it prevents dino spawning. I don't know if it prevents resource spawning entirely. I think it impacts it at least a little bit. It's not a zero impact kind of thing. So I am gonna put this a little bit away from the box because if I can get at least a starter amount of metal from them, I can use those, get cooking, maybe get some metal tools. Those always help progress us much faster, prepare us better for the things that we're gonna have to deal with. But so I think this is pretty much where there's a green drop coming down. What's that gonna have in it? Anything good? Like a 95% chance it's terrible. We'll deal with that drops. So I don't think I'm gonna bore everybody with the getting started here because there's not gonna really be a ton. I think I'll kind of wrap up the first episode here. Already been looking for 20 minutes. That's plenty long enough. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, you enjoy the future episodes as they come out. The first episode is probably going to be by itself, and then there might be other episodes that follow along pretty quickly, but I just kind of wanted to set the stage and let everybody know. So if you want to see how this goes, if you want to follow along with the journey through trying to complete all the different ARK story modes, make sure you subscribe so that you can follow along whenever new episodes are released. Give it a like if you like the idea, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.